created a lot of wealth for yourself from those Angel investments. But over a period of time, did you make exceptions, and has your some principles that you used to invest in 10 years ago, have they changed? Even like, let's say IRR, right? That now if money is one less thing to worry about, all your investments are with a primary motive IRR, or do you make some investments which are slightly different?
Hey, that part of the question is simple. Primary motive still remains money. When I make investments at least. So I'm not going to lie to you. IRR, because money is also a great equalizer. When somebody is saying I'm doing this for purpose, I'm doing this for making the planet greener or whatever, I don't know how to measure the target. Suddenly there is honesty is lost. He can paint any dashboard and I don't know what to make of it. So, but if you say you're creating value in financial terms, then I know how to measure it. Right? So it's a great equalizer, and so I still use money as the yardstick. But coming to principles, I think that's a great question. And how they've changed is that I finally have some. I think when I started angel investing, there were no principles, right? You were opportunistic. I come from a baniya background, and इधर दिखा कि 2 पैसे बन सकते हैं, धंधा बन सकता है, and you can make outsized returns. डाल दिए पैसे. इससे ज़्यादा सोच विचार नहीं था. You just want to make money. And then over time, I think what happened is you start doing a lot of deals out of FOMO. कि सब कर रहे हैं, hot deal लग रही है, we should also do it, right? Oh shit, we missed that deal. And after making a lot of mistakes, you realize over time that look, there are a few things that work and a few things that don't work. What really works is staying true to your principles over a long period of time. So, for example, I know what doesn't work, right? Integrity and lack of transparency. Lack of integrity and lack of transparency. If there is even an iota, and both are not necessarily the same thing, right? Sometimes you can have integrity and still lesser transparency just for other reasons. But either of those, right, I run a mile. Because for me, trying to read between the lines of figuring out later on that the person was out to cheat me really makes me feel like an idiot. And I don't like to feel like an idiot. So I'd rather lose money than be made to feel like an idiot. So, you spoke about Infido. In your case, they were very different. Right? I'll just use those examples. I think in Fido's case, it was a case of transparency. He had some advisor who had 5-7% equity, which he never told us about, that it was an advisory setup, and we later discovered that, right? Which to me was very discomforting. Right? And so I learned that I'd rather sleep well at night and not feel like a fool in my own eyes than to make 20x money. I think in your case, it's a very different case, right? I mean, integrity checks off, you've already created value, it's Vivek Bhargava, you're a sure shot, 50x. But, if I can say so, for some reason they had a clause which capped off my return at whatever x. And that might be also okay for the occasional angel investor, but for me who does it regularly, I can't set a precedent like that. Because if I do it once, and you have to assume that people know everything about everything, right? Or at least I know that I did it. So next time somebody again does the same thing, I really don't have any reason to say no to them either. So in your case, I think it was just about setting the wrong precedent, and I couldn't do that in the right conscience.
I fully agree with you, right?